your professional association, OVMA is here to support you for the duration of your career, and we encourage you to get involved with us any way that you can. This morning, OVMA is very pleased to present each of you with a personalized stethoscope as a symbol for your entry into the profession of veterinary medicine. If you're like most students before you, you'll start by trying it out on your family and friends, or torturing your pets by listening to their heartbeats over and over and over again. For the next 4 years, we hope it will become an essential tool in your learning process. When you graduate, let your OVMA stethoscope remind you that OVMA is your source, your voice, here to assist you to make the most of your veterinary career. Congratulations again, and take a bow. You deserve it.
Thank you very much, Irene. Dr. David Kerr, who is a 1984 OVC graduate, is the owner of North Hill Animal Hospital in Bolton, Ontario. Dr. Kerr is active in the veterinary community and is a member of the Council of the College of Veterinarians of Ontario, as well as being on the Learning and Development Committee of the American Animal Hospital Association. Dr. Kerr strives to strengthen the bond people have with their pets by providing and educating clients on the best medical and preventive care for their pets. He's a past president of the CVO as well, and the CVO is the provincial licensing body for veterinarians that also protects the public's interests. David.
Thank you, Dr. Conlon. Dean Stone. Bolton, where I practice, is just 10 kilometers away from the small town where one of the first graduates of OVC graduated from. Sometimes it feels like I'm as old as that first graduate, but it's only been 30 years since I sat in your seats and was in the first part of my education and veterinary career. So I, like the other veterinarians here, know the struggle that it took to get here. Some of you struggled once. Some of you struggled twice and even 3 times to get in those seats. But to all of you, I say congratulations. You come from far and wide, scholastically, geographically, and professionally, and now you're all together. And in 2014, you will graduate and do lots of different things. Some will stay in school, some will become small animal practitioners, some large animal practitioners, some into research, and again, you'll go far and wide geographically, scholastically, and professionally. But now is the time you're together. So I strongly encourage you to develop those bonds with your classmates, your teachers, the veterinarians, the OVMA, the CVO, all those people to help you in your profession for the next 20, 30, 40 years. As Dr. Moore said, it's a small community, and everybody knows everybody. So you need to develop those associations so everybody knows you in a good way. You have a lot of work ahead of you, lots of studying, lots of trials, and there are going to be distractions. There's going to be parties, the fraternity parties, and I strongly encourage you, do not miss those parties. They are great. And there's no better time than now to learn work-life balance, because that's a tough thing in veterinary medicine. When you're practicing, you will work long and hard hours in school, and you will work longer and harder hours in practice. So you need to know how to let loose. Veterinarians do a pretty good job of letting loose. Over the next 4 years, as I mentioned, you'll learn lots. And at the end of those 4 years, you will become members of the College of Veterinarians of Ontario if you choose to practice in Ontario. If you practice other places, there will be regulatory bodies there. So the CVO is the provincial body, as Dr. Conlon mentions, that regulates veterinarians in Ontario. We, unfortunately, are the police. But when you become members and you become graduates, you will be part of the police. So it's part of self-policing and self-regulating. And so that's what we are charged with doing. Right now, you are in a state where others are determining what you're going to learn. After 4 years, when your formal education ends, you will be in the position of deciding what you learn and what you don't learn. And that is a big part of what we do at CVO, is making sure that you continue to learn. So unfortunately, after 4 years, the learning doesn't end. It carries on. So from the College of Veterinarians, again, I'd like to congratulate you for persevering, for your determination, and your desire to become veterinarians, because I think this is the best profession you could ever get into. And so again, congratulations. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Dave. The Ontario Veterinary College Alumni Association links the college with its graduates, and it is a very strong supporter of OVC and our student veterinarians in a wide range of ways. Dr. Blanad Donnelly is an OVC 2009 graduate who's been on the OVC Alumni Association Board of Directors since 2006, and so she started in her career giving back to the profession early. She is currently in the second year of the Master of Public Health program at the college, and she also practices emergency veterinary medicine in Burlington, Ontario. Blanad.
Thanks very much, Peter. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the OVC Alumni Association, I'd also like to add our warmest wishes of welcome to the Emerald Elephants, to the OVC and to the profession. So I'm not sure if you know this, but the minute you walked in those doors across the road 15 days ago, you became members of the OVC Alumni Association, and you'll continue to be members forever and ever until the day that you die. So start enjoying it today. And some of the things that we do as part of the Alumni Association, as Peter said, is to strengthen the relationship between alumni and students. But in order to do that, the point of doing that is to heighten the profile of the college, and we hope to make the college proud for all of our days. So some of the ways that we go about doing that is by sponsoring awards, both for students and for alumni, to celebrate all of our achievements, and there are very many achievements. Some of the things that we do throughout your career will be to sponsor and help out at Family and Friends Day. So that's something that's coming up for you guys next semester, and you'll no doubt be starting to plan that any time now. We also volunteer time and money for things like the fourth year play, so that's a few years down the road, but as we've all discussed, not really that far away at all. Things like the teddy bear surgery as part of College Royal. And a new event that we started last year in the Alumni Association was the fourth year watering hole event, where we network between fourth years who are coming out looking for jobs and our alumni who are looking to hire our students. So we hope by doing all of these things that we'll strengthen a relationship between yourselves and the rest of the alumni, and we'll continue to do that. So everyone has talked today about how we encourage you to engage in both the academic and non-academic aspects of OVC life, and you can do that in all sorts of ways, both by partying, like David said, and also by volunteering in slightly more reserved kinds of manners, like with the Alumni Association. You can actually, one of your classmates will become an OVC AA board member, and we'll sit on our meetings and have a vote in what goes on in the Alumni Association, and we take great pride in enabling you to do that. But also you can volunteer while not being a board member in any of our events, things like teddy bear surgery, improving our communications with the Alumni Association, and all sorts of things like that. So we really do encourage you to become involved in those activities. So we did talk about in and out of the classroom, and at the end of the day, no matter what you're doing, you'll always be with your class. There's no relationship like there is between you and your classmates. And the thing that I would say to take home from today is really to enjoy each other and to look after each other, because no one knows what you've been through like you do. So on behalf of the Alumni Association, I'd like to say welcome to all of you, and we look very much forward to strengthening our bond with you throughout the next, well, forever. Thanks very much.